Hello everyone, it's Aria here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to give you all a health update on how I've been doing. I did have a nerve block on Wednesday and it's Sunday today, so I wanted to make this, maybe not too long, but I wanted to sum up everything that's been going on. The more that I'm kind of talking to other people and researching more, the more I'm coming to understand that it's not uncommon for people that have chronic pain to have a wide variety of other health problems. And I've always been kind of really insecure about why I have so many health issues, and it's always been like a stressor for me having just so many different things to worry about. But I feel like I'm coming to understand it more, and I feel like I'm able to deal with it a little bit better. But I wanted to let you guys know that on top of having complex regional pain syndrome, I have a history of migraines. And in July, I had a really bad migraine, and I went to the ER twice. If you've been following me, you probably saw that video where I went to the ER for an intractable migraine, or well, a non-intractable migraine, which means that it lasted up to 72 hours, and then I had treatment at the ER. But then when I came back home, I was fine for less than a day, and then I went back again for more treatment because it came back. And after that, I was having headaches continuously, usually every 2 days, every 3 days. But the thing is, the headaches felt like they were lingering. It didn't feel like they were separate headaches. It just felt like they were kind of following me day to day, and then they would go away for a day and then come back. So yeah, I've been having headaches since my ER. Well, all year I have, but in July it's when it really got really bad. And so now I talked to my doctor. My primary care, he referred me to a neurologist, so I'm going to make an appointment soon. And he started me on Topamax. I've been on that for 2 days, and he gave me a short supply of Toradol. I get dizzy. I get really dizzy. I feel like I'm passing out, and I just feel sick, but I don't know what's wrong with me, you know? And sometimes I think that I also get silent migraines, and I haven't even realized that they are silent migraines until now, because I've been like actually reading more about these migraines. And so I'm going to be seeing a neurologist. I have had migraines with aura in the past, but that was like 7 years ago. But they were really bad, where I would have to go to the ER. But the kind of migraines that I'm having now, they are like the worst migraines that I've ever had in my life. And I have chronic pain, and with my CRPS pain, like nothing can beat that kind of pain. So whenever I feel pain or icky or sick, I just stay home and I just deal with it. And I just, like, I don't know, I just deal with it, and I don't seek help, even though like there's a nurse line that I call. And if they tell me to go seek help, I'm just like, are you sure? Are you sure that I should really go seek help? Because that seems a little extreme, because I've dealt with worse, and for me, if I'm not dying, then it's not an emergency. That's how I see it, you know which is really bad. But I'm up to this point, and I haven't had the best experiences either. So yeah, and it's not comfortable, and we're in a pandemic too. So yeah, I don't want to be going to the ER over a migraine, but the migraines do get really bad. That's kind of like the problem, is that I'm afraid I'm going to have like a stroke or something because of the migraine. But anyways, so that's like the major issue that's going on right now besides my CRPS. The other thing is that I did have a sleep study. I brought home a kit to see if I have sleep apnea, and that's because my psychiatrist wants to know if my insomnia is because of sleep apnea or if it's more insomnia because of like anxiety and stress. And she actually prescribed Boost Bar again, and I had started it for like 3 days, and then I lost the pills because I was off Adderall. And I don't, whenever there's changes to like my medications and routines, I like, I just, it throws me off, and like I lose everything. And so I need to have a routine for everything. And so when I added the Boost Bar, like I didn't have like a place to put it, and so it's lost. And I called to get a replacement, and my psychiatrist still hasn't sent in a new prescription for it, so I'm still waiting on that. But yeah, it was working really, really well when I was on it for that short amount of time. But before that, I was on amitriptyline, and that gave me heart palpitations, so I stopped that right away. I cannot handle the amitriptyline, and that was for insomnia from my new primary care provider, but it just didn't work out. So I'm still waiting on the results for the sleep test, but I really doubt that I have sleep apnea. I mean, I hope I don't, because like that's like one more thing, I don't want to be dealing with that right now. But yeah, and then I just had my nerve block for my arm, but I do need to have some sort of treatment for my leg, because my hand and my leg are two different areas where I have CRPS. And the nerve block for my hand and arm, it goes in my neck to target the nerves, the sympathetic nerves that go to your hand and arm. And for your leg, they do it through your back, through your lumbar, to target the nerves that are there that go to your leg, to your lower extremity. So it really does suck that it's two different areas. And my arm and my hand were through a work injury, so I have workers' comp doctors that treat me for this. And then my leg, I have, like other outside of workers' comp doctors that treat my leg. But I did do ketamine therapy too, which helped both my arm and my leg. So I'm supposed to be doing that every 3 weeks. So I also have to get scheduled for that, and do that, from now on, because it works. And I really, really do like the ketamine treatment. It also helps my depression and anxiety, and it helps calm me down. But I do worry about my everything else. The other thing is my high pulse rate. My PCP and my psychiatrist are concerned about my high pulse rate because it was 130 when I went to my last doctor's appointment, and I was told that I could have a heart attack. And I feel like the reason why I'm having migraines and my high pulse rate, I feel like I'm undiagnosed. I feel like I have POTS, and I'm not even gonna I forgot what it stands for, but basically it's like a problem regulating your oh my god, what is it again? I forgot. I don't know. I might put in a short description up here. But I feel like I have POTS, and I felt that way for a long time, because every time that I get up, I get super dizzy and like feel like I'm gonna pass out. But and at times it's worse than others, but I've noticed, I've been tracking my blood pressure and my pulse rate, and like last night, really late at night, for no reason whatsoever, my pulse was 109 and my blood pressure was fine. It was like normal. It was like 120/78. And then, but I'm noticing like during the day, my blood pressure is high, a little bit high, more normal, but a little bit high. And then my BP is my BP is still above a 90. It's still a little bit higher than 100 most of the time, but like and during the day my BP is normal high, but at night my BP is kind of like normal, and sometimes it'll get low too though, and then sometimes I'll have like heart palpitations out of nowhere. And I noticed that I was starting to have all of these issues when I was first diagnosed with CRPS. I do find it strange. I mean, because you know, with CRPS, with pain can definitely make all of that go up. But even sometimes, even at times when I'm not in pain, things will still just be going really strange. So that's like another thing that my doctor is concerned about, is my pulse rate. But I feel like with CRPS, you just have so many different problems. And even with my migraines, my doctor said it could be like CRPS, it could be hormones, it could be, you know, I forgot what else he said, but CRPS just affects so many different things, because it's like it's a neurological disorder. It affects the sympathetic nervous system, which controls your blood pressure, pulse rate, temperature, and respiration. And it's a dysfunction of your automatic nervous system. It controls your sweating and vascular system, and it's also inflammatory, and it kind of behaves like an autoimmune disease too. So it's easy for me to kind of blame my CRPS for all of this. But yeah, it's just kind of tough. There's a lot going on right now. I feel like yeah, and I'm kind of worried. I'm having an MRI on Thursday, but I'm just kind of worried about, like, you know, going to so many doctor's appointments, because it is kind of, it is a lot to deal with. Yeah, but yeah, so there's a real, well, it's not a really quick health update, but there's a health update for you guys. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.